mean, trigonometry is so powerful, so important, so beautiful. I can't overstress it. And take a look at this example, and you can see that in our everyday world, people are using trigonometry. It's not just for our, dusty textbooks. Okay, so a contractor is building a wheelchair ramp for a doorway, and the doorway is 1.6 feet above the ground. Now, to meet ADA guidelines, the ramp would make an angle of 4.1 degrees with the ground. It can't be too steep, otherwise it's difficult to get wheelchairs up there. So to the nearest hundredth of a foot, what is the horizontal distance covered by the ramp? So let's just think about this. Let's see if we can draw a little picture. So we have a door that's off the ground. So here's the door. And it's off the ground. And it's off the ground by 1.6 feet. So this is 1.6 feet from here to the ground. Okay, now we've got to get a ramp up there. We can't put steps, we want to put a ramp. But if we make the ramp too steep, you see it's going to be really difficult to get up there. So in fact, the angle has to be very, very gradual. The angle has to be, by regulations, 4.1 degrees. Now this is not at all drawn to scale, I'll tell you that right now. But it's okay, just a picture to get us going. This is a right triangle, obviously. And so now what I've got to do is I want to know, where should I start building the ramp? This is a perfectly great question, right? You got to know, where do I start to get that angle? So I want to find this length right here. Well, that's this side that, notice, is adjacent to this angle. So I know an adjacent leg, and I know the opposite leg. How can I find that with respect to this angle of 4.1? Well, I know adjacent. I want to find adjacent. Let me, in fact, call that x. I know opposite, and so the tangent comes to our rescue. Tangent of 4.1 degrees equals opposite divided by adjacent. And now I can solve for x. Multiply both sides by x, so the x appears here, and then divide both sides by tangent of 4.1 degrees. And so I see that x equals 1.6 divided by tangent of 4.1 degrees. And now we can use a calculator to estimate this, and if we do that, we see 22.32, and the units here, of course, are feet. And so I see that we have to move ourselves 22.32 feet away from the entrance of this building, and if we start putting that straight ramp in there, we're going to actually comply with ADA guidelines. You can see the power of these trigonometric ideas. They're fantastic. Sine, cosine, and tangent. Those three are your friends. I'll see you soon.